Morning, Mum.
Good morning, Classic Caillou. How come you're up so early? It's not like you.
It's Monday, I have to be up for school.
There's no school today, it's teacher training. Did anyone not tell you?
Oh, I must have forgotten.
It's alright. Anyway, how are you?
I'm alright, thanks.
Good. How did you sleep?
To be honest, I keep lying awake at night, thinking about the other day.
Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I realize now, you were all right. She was controlling me, and I didn't see it until the other day, when she was trying to take my clothes off when I didn't want her to.
At least you did the right thing.
Did I though? I shouldn't have hit her.
You were defending yourself. Anyone would have done the same.
I feel so stupid. I refused to see what kind of person she was, especially when she was mean to one of my friends one time.
Well, you're better off without her then.
Yeah, well, I've let quite a few people down. Me and my friends have fallen out over this.
You can always make it up to them. This isn't exactly your fault, it's Mandy's. She controlled you.
I'm hardly gonna forget, am I? She's made me feel like a complete idiot.
Stuff like this can happen to anyone. Both men and women have toxic relationships. You can't blame yourself.
I'm gonna go for a shower.
Okay, son.
Hey bro, how are you doing? I'm good, thanks. What about you? Pretty good. I'm going out with my friends now. You can come with me if you want. No thanks. I hardly know them, and I don't think they like me very much. It'll be fine, bro. I'll tell them to be nice. Nah, I don't really feel like it. That's fine. Maybe some other time? I'll think about it.
Who could that be? What do you want?
Is Classic Caillou in?
Yeah, but why?
An allegation has been made against your son. I need to arrest him and take him down to the police station to answer some questions.
What's he supposed to have done?
I'll tell you more when I see him. Can I come in?
Sure.
Thanks.
What's going on, honey?
He's come to see Classic Caillou.
What for?
You'll find out in a minute. Can one of you go get him, please?
Okay.
We meet again.
What's going on?
A serious allegation has been made against you.
But, what?
Classic Caillou Anderson, I'm arresting you on suspicion of sexual assault. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defense when questioned, something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be used as evidence.
What? He didn't do anything, he's the victim here.
That's what they all say. Come with me now, Classic Caillou.
It's gonna be okay, son. We'll have your back. We promise.
He'll be okay, won't he?
Of course he will. The cops will realize that evil rat is lying.
I just hope so.
Now then, talk me through what happened on Friday the 22nd of March, when you were at your now ex-girlfriend's house.
Well, we were in her room. I asked her if she wanted to watch TV, but she said she had something to ask me, so I say, what is it? Then, she tells me she loves me, and she asks me if I feel the same, so I said yes. And after that, well, she became, shall we say, suggestive.
So you got the wrong impression.
What? No. It was her who got the wrong impression.
Oh really? Enlighten me.
She was asking me intimate questions like, had I ever done it, and if she could be my first, stuff like that, and I told her no, and that I wasn't ready.
So why did she scream then?
What?
Her next door neighbor heard her screaming. Can you explain that?
because she grabbed me, and she tried to take my clothes off. So I pushed her so hard she hit the floor and she screamed when I did it. I had to defend myself. Surely you won't hold it against me.
Explain to me how that bruise got there.
I don't know. I really don't have a clue.
Well, Mandy told us when you tried to, You punched her in the arm, and then ran away as soon as she screamed.
That didn't happen at all.
So tell me, how did that bruise get there?
I don't know. She must have done something when I left.
And you really think a court would believe you? I mean, this isn't the first time you've used violence. You could be in the Guinness Book of Record for most violent kid in the city.
So? What does my past have to do with this?
You do realize you're being caught for this, and you could be in prison for years, as well as being on the sex offenders register.
I already know that. Which is why I didn't even do anything. In fact, I wish I never met her. She's put me through hell, and it's cost me some friendships.
Well, this is about to cost you more than just friendships now. I mean, put it this way, no one likes sex offenders.
But I'm not a sex offender.
Well, you'd better have some strong evidence to back you up in court. Because all the evidence we have against you makes you look guilty as charged. Here's what the POA is for now. You're gonna go home, and you're to have no contact with your ex-girlfriend. No calls, no texts, no going near her house. Do you understand?
Yes.
And if you breach those conditions, then we will just simply place you in the cell until your day in court.
Okay.
A letter will be sent to your house letting you know what date you'll be in court. You're free to go.
Oh, thank God you're home. What happened?
She's made me look like an animal.
Oh, come here.
It's gonna be okay, son. No one is saying you're an animal or anything, because you're not. We all know what that horrible girl is like.
But I'm gonna be in court, and then they're gonna throw the label at me.
No, they won't. We're all gonna stand up for you, and show everyone what a horrible brat she really is.
But she's got all this evidence against me. She planted a bruise on her arm, she screamed when I pushed her, and her neighbor heard it. So she's got all the evidence and I've got nothing. I'm screwed.
We'll back you up, son, and I'm sure your friends will as well. We'll tell them everything. We'll say what she was like and how it affected you. And the courts will eventually realize what she's saying about you is bullshit.
I can't do this. Even though I got rid of her, she's still trying to ruin my life.
And we'll ruin hers.
Oh, it's you guys.
We've heard what's happened and we want to help you. Can we come in?
Sure. I can't believe you two want to help me, after the way I treated you.
It wasn't your fault, it was Mandy's.
Yeah, and you did the right thing in the end by breaking up with her.
But I should have broken up with her that day she was being homophobic towards you. Then I could have avoided this whole mess.
Don't beat yourself up about it. None of this is your fault, and we're gonna help you clear your name.
But how? There's no evidence to back me up.
Well, there is, me. I'm gonna speak up in court and say what Mandy was like, and I will bring up the homophobia as well. So you've got nothing to worry about, because we all can agree what a scumbag she really is.
I don't know, it might not work.
It's something to work with to say the least, and I've got people to back up my story, so, that bitch is going down.
Trust me, bro, You got this, we'll all be right behind you.
Thanks, guys.
Are you alright though?
I'm just not sleeping good. I lie awake every night scared and worried.
You have nothing to worry about, bro. The court will see what a lying scumbag she is.
Court is now in session. Classic Caillou Anderson, you have been charged for sexual assault. How do you plea?
Please say not guilty.
Not guilty.
Okay. The victim of the defendant sadly couldn't make it today, because she is that disturbed by this whole situation. So she will give her evidence via a video call.
That is such bull crap.
Right now. Good morning, Mandy. Please could you tell the court what happened on Friday the 22nd of March when you were with your ex-boyfriend?
Well, it was just meant to be a normal day. Me and Classic Caillou were just chilling in my room, and then at some point, he asked me to take my clothes off.
Well,
And
it's a
then I
good job
told
she's
him
not
no.
here,
He kept
or
on
else I
trying
would
to
have punched
convince
her in
me,
the face
but
so
I
hard
kept
that
saying
she'd
no,
never be able
over
to
and
speak
over
again.
Then he pushed me into my bed. I asked him what he was gonna do, and he punched me on my arm and told me to shut up. Then I screamed, which made him make a run for it.
Thank you, Mandy. Now, I've heard that you attend counseling sessions every week because of this dramatic event. Am I correct?
Yes.
What? Why does she need counseling?
Thank you for clarifying that with us. We won't keep you any longer, so thank you for speaking to the court. Enjoy the rest of your day. So Kim, you clearly wasn't Mandy's biggest fan. What can you tell us about her?
Well, if I'm being honest, I heard my friend Classic Caillou had a girlfriend, so I was happy for him. And I wanted to meet this girl.
So what happened when you did meet her?
Well, we were all just hanging out in the park. Me and Classic Caillou were having a conversation, and then Mandy comes along and interrupts us. She makes it very clear that she is his girlfriend, because she had a go at me for talking to him, thinking that I had a crush on him. So I told her that I'm not even interested in him in the slightest, because I'm a lesbian. Then she became homophobic towards me, calling me the F slur, disrespecting the pride flag, and saying I'm not normal.
And what was Classic Caillou doing?
When my friend told Mandy to go away, she started crying, and then Classic Caillou decided to go after her and try talking to her. He really cared about her, to the point where we fell out because of that. She would do her best to control him, and isolate him, and he couldn't see it because he was blinded by love.
Interesting story. But I don't see how that can stop someone behaving like an animal.
What? We all saw what she was like. I just told you what we saw.
Sorry, kid, but your story doesn't prove that the defendant didn't assault his girlfriend.
Are you fucking serious?
Go and sit back down, or else I will have you removed from this court.
You know what? This justice system sucks.
All right, will the defendant come up to the stand? Okay, Classic Caillou, I have looked at your statement, and I need to ask you some questions. First, did you say she grabbed your hoodie with both hands?
Yes.
Okay, I have collected enough evidence to decide on a verdict, which will be tomorrow at 11 a.m. In the meantime, the defendant will be kept in a cell overnight. Officer Simon, come take him away.
The poor guy, getting locked in a cell while that evil rat roams free.